Alright, so I guess since the sound messed up in my recording, I'm gonna commentate over the silence just to keep it interesting. So I guess this fight in the beginning is pretty simple. I just want to put out there that we had a bunch of wipes before, and I'm probably getting very tired at this point. So I make a few mistakes in this run, especially with MP management. And I think I made a few mistakes with MP management in earlier runs, and where I felt that I was at a lower MP than I was comfortable with. So I decided to DD a bit less. Also, since I felt that we have better DD gear now, I shouldn't need to DD anymore. Just to keep it safe. But I do a bit of small DD in here in the beginning. So now the Dreadnought appears. When the Dreadnought appears, I wait for a few seconds to let the tank get hit, and then I do Shadow Saints right afterwards. I also do the Eye for an Eye virus. So right now, I do my virus on Avatar because I know someone else is doing their virus on the Dreadnought, and we can't really overlap our viruses. And then the Gaseous Bomb indicates that I should be precasting my Medica too, because the tower's about to explode. And then after like this part right here, there's another big break. If you want to do DD, this will be the time to do it. The next part here, I triggered the tower, the mine tower with the monk. So I try to time myself so that I run in it at the exact same time. So you see me wait a bit until the monk is also in and we go in at the same time. Just so that there's no, like if you go in one at a time, it takes a while for the second person to get the languishing effect or to activate the tower. Again, there's another big break here before the mines pop. You can DD a bit there. When the mines do pop, I like to focus healing on the main tank first because the main tank is the only tank here is gonna be eating a bunch of mines. Everyone else, the people who are taking the mines, they shouldn't be dying. Like if they take 2 mines, they're dead. If they take 1 mine, they shouldn't be dying. So and then there's nothing gonna be hitting them. So I mean, you could wait a bit before you AOE cure everyone. So I like to get the tank first before everyone else. I believe that. Oh wait, so yeah, here's another gaseous bomb. So I prime my Medica 2 there, just to get the precast. So the binds happen. I'm bound, so we let to make the decision of whether to be in or out there. You can see I'm also doing the Asunas, because I mean, I don't think you need to Asuna those. I mean, they do a bit of damage, but you could heal through that dot anyways. But the Suna has like 20% passive ability, where the next one might be free. So might as well, if you're gonna Suna, have the White Meteor Suna. So the Dreadnought should be coming up soon. I prepared the virus beforehand. I cast a Stone Skin here since the tank was a bit low, but I didn't want to pull hate, so kind of afraid of casting a cure. And also do my Shadow Saints just in case. In this part, the tower's gonna explode and the bard's gonna get a homing missile. So I stone skin him here, but for some reason the stone skin drops off. I don't know if it's because of the brain jack, because the tank shouldn't be doing that much damage to break through a stone skin. But anyways, he loses a stone skin, and he almost dies there. But I guess the stone skin did save him. The Medica should have come a bit sooner. Anyways, I'm bound against number 2 makes the decisions. And then again, me and the monk trigger this tower. It's a bit of a break here too before the mines pop up that you could do some DD if you need that DD. Again, I choose not to. Mainly because I'm tired, and again, because I think we have enough DPS now. Oh, I think I soon at the wrong person there. Soon at the bard. The mine's about to pop up. Again, I focus mainly on the main tank here. So you see me just busting cures on the main tank so that the mines don't kill him. And I guess the Scholar has the rest of the party this time, so I don't really have to do any AoE cures. So another way to deal, like, you could Stone Skin the Bard before the tower explodes and the homing missile hits. It's going to happen again here, but this time I just choose to Swift Cast Medica to it, which can also save him. See, if you Swift Cast Medica 2, it heals him back up right before the homing missile hits, so he's still alive. I think also the Scholar needed to sucker there too, so the sucker also saved him. We messed up the ballistic missiles here, but by some miracle we lived. Should have been stacked more. So now this one's a bit different. We have the 2 Dragoons trigger the mines first instead of the Dreadnoughts. So that they do that triggering. I think I usually do the Shroud of Saints here, but this time I decided to save it for the Dreadnought. Since the Dreadnought's out of sync now with Shroud of Saints. So the mines appear. Again, I focus on the main tank until the mines disappear. I think our tank eats all 3 here. Yeah. I shouldn't have casted that Medica there. That wasn't really needed. But again, I'm tired and I'm kind of panicking, so hindsight's 2020. Dreadnought's about to appear. I Stone Skin the Bard just to make sure that he doesn't die. Do the Shroud of Saints. And then there's another bind here that we couldn't skip. I mean, if you have enough DPS, I think above 1.85k, you could skip this phase entirely, but we don't have enough. So the Allegan Field appears. It's on me. I Stone Skin myself. This first Allegan Field shouldn't do any damage. So just Stone Skin. You don't really need to worry about it. Stone Skin for the gaseous bombs, I guess, but otherwise nothing really should be hitting you. So see, it did no damage. The tank triggers the tower right after the first one goes off, just so that we don't have a field with the tower blowing up. And then the field gets applied. Here, you could Stone Skin it again, just to keep it safe. Man, 11 minutes is a long time to commentate over something. I'm getting tired already. I shouldn't have casted that Medica too. I mistimed that. That should have been a bit later. But the field's going to pop in these mines. So that field, it was important that he didn't take that much damage. But he took a tiny bit. But we lived through it, I guess. This Medica wasn't really needed anyways. That was a waste of MP. But again, in the heat of the moment, it's hard to really think. I Swift casted that Stone Skin onto the Dragoon for the field. Just because I knew the tower was going to pop right then and there. I wanted to protect the field. I'm also starting for MP here, since I haven't been too wise with my MP management this run. So I had to pop a pot there. So yeah, that field did more damage than I thought it would have. But anyways, we heal back up. After we heal back up, they pop the towers. I think I casted more Medicas than I needed to do again. Anyways, the Bard gets the field, so I Stone Skin him. Before the tower explodes. Precasting the Medica, but again I timed it wrong. Should have been a tiny bit later, but I guess my timing was off there. So we get hit by the tower and the field there. So it just needs to be a lot of AoE cures. I guess the Stone Skin wasn't enough to save him from too much damage. Anyways, the Dragoon gets the field again, but this field shouldn't take any damage. The Dragoon shouldn't be touching any mines here. So this field is pretty safe. Don't need to worry about it. Again, during these mines, I heal the main tank until all the mines are done. Then I heal the party. Now, the Dreadnought's about to pop up. think this is kind of the last mechanic we have to deal with. Let's kill this last Dreadnought. And that field pop, it did no damage. The next field shouldn't do any damage either. So we're pretty home free at this point. Except for my MP. If I run out of MP, the main tech might die. That's the only thing that can wipe us right now. Especially with this Dreadnought up. You see, I'm kind of struggling here. People still have to trigger the tower, so Avatar doesn't get those buffs. But we trigger the towers. I guess if you have enough DPS, you could just skip it entirely. But we have to trigger the towers. And this field that's on the Scholar right now shouldn't do any damage either. Because there's no AoE healing. And we're done. So I guess that's pretty much it. Man, 11 minutes is so long. My voice. I decided to commentate over this T8 first. My T7 is also silenced. I guess I have to commentate over that too. So